Hello friends and welcome to the next episode of my JSBF story. Story which is going to talk about the global study abroad opportunities which the Jindal School of Banking and Finance offers to its undergraduate and master's student. None other than Professor Nishika Bhatia has been our chief guest for today, and I'll going to read her small bio for all of you. So Professor Nishika has earned her PhD in Operations Management and Management Science from Warwick Business School, and that too on a full scholarship. She completed her MSc in Applied Operations and Research, and she is an alumnus of none other than Miranda House. Professor Nishika has her areas of interest in retail supply chain, inventory and pricing strategies, multi-channel networks, data envelopment analysis, and resource management. And she is also the key person to spearhead the study abroad opportunities for the students of JSBF, the Jindal School of Banking and Finance. Friends, let's welcome together Professor Nishika Bhatia, who has been working at the Jindal School of Banking and Finance for almost 5 years. Professor Bhatia, I would like to first of all extend my heartfelt thanks to you for giving us time for this important podcast, because I am sure whatever information is going to come from you today is going to enlighten many students and parents about what makes JSBF truly global. So, would you help us to know a bit about the Jindal School of Banking and Finance first? What exactly is JSBF, when it was started, and anything exciting?
Okay, first of all, thank you for inviting me here. This sounds great. A little bit about the school. The School of Banking and Finance was started in 2018. So we are a fairly younger school compared to the other schools at JGU. The vision was that it's sort of like a boutique school focusing specifically on the areas of finance, technology, management science, fintech being a very important part of our lives these days, accounts, and the specific niche areas of finance with analytics, for example. And that's why the school was started on the traditional BCom. Now, BCom is a very popular degree in India, we all know, right? But the vision for JSPF when the BCom started was to give BCom a slightly new twist. The twist was that to match it with global standards. If you look at the way finance is taught globally, it's very tech involved. It's very integrated with some form of, let's say, Excel and other coding languages, and that was the intention, that this is a new hold or a new form of BCom to start. And then we just grew from there, right? We went to specializations of, let's say, capital markets, which was with National Stock Exchange. Then there's a degree of finance and entrepreneurship, which is not very technically finance, but it's touching entrepreneurship and finance as a...
I think that's the need of the hour,
Yes.
because as an entrepreneur, before investing money, you should know
how
finance. Am I
You
right?
should know how to work with money.
Exactly.
I think that's a very important. And this university, I think, is a great place to start this school, because we have a law school, we have a business school, and you need all these elements to prepare a finance student really well. And of course, I will talk more about the global partnerships, but they also play a huge role, I think, in the life of a finance student. If a student wants to be truly good at the area of finance, they should have a holistic education of not only different disciplines, but also a global perspective.
You're absolutely right. So, hearing this word global perspective, I would like to understand how you as a professor, along with your department of study abroad opportunities, bring global perspective to your classroom.
So I think, first of all our courses are very well benchmarked with the international universities. That was the first way we sat down and prepared these courses. But not only that, I think because there's so many opportunities available to students, they often are traveling outside also, coming back, and in the classroom itself, if you don't match your courses to those standards, they are going to question, they will ask several questions. And that's very important, that you bring a global perspective in the class. For example, when I teach a course on pricing analytics. Now, in India, we have the concept of MRP. It's a maximum retail prices on all products. But I did my PhD on a UK data set, which was on Tesco. Tesco is a very popular organization in UK, right? They don't have the concept of MRP.
They don't have the concept of
There's
MRP.
There's no. It's only the Indian laws which have this cap on prices. They can price even let's say a packet of Lay's, which is in India, let's say for 20 rupees. They can price it at any price they want. So London High Street Tesco will have a higher price of the packet, whereas the university store we had in our university was a cheaper place. You would get products at a cheap rate.
Okay.
So that's
quite interesting to hear.
Yes, and that's something I often talk about in my class, because when students want to do projects, I tell them that you can always do it in a more open manner, right? It doesn't have to be an Indian context all the time.
Global collaborations, that is the department you are heading, am I right?
Yes.
So we would like to understand from you, like what kind of opportunities the students can expect if they are planning to be a part of the banking and finance school.
Okay, so at a university level, we are offering 3 kinds of partnerships, okay? The first one is a short-term exchange, which is a short-term commitment which you can go in the winter break or the summer break.
Okay.
So it's just a couple of weeks of summer program or winter programs, as we call it. And Jindal has a curated list of programs which are with top universities across the world. For example, Pace University, IE University Spain, Harvard, Oxford, Wharton also. There was a program with the University of Pennsylvania as well recently. So all these universities have special curated programs for JSBF.
And they are short-term programs?
They are just for a couple of weeks.
They are all paid?
Yes, they are all paid.
Okay.
The benefit the students get from this is that we give them credits for this. So if they go for a program, they come back, and if they complete the program satisfactorily, that is, they submit a report and it's well written and it's approved by our academic team, they get 3 to 4 credits for these programs. So they are credit linked, so in a way that will reduce their course load in future.
So how do a student has to start if in case somebody has to look forward? How do this information go to the students?
So the information dissemination is a tricky thing, I think, with students these days.
Tricky?
Because, yes.
Okay.
I'm going to say tricky because they are bombarded with emails. There's so many emails and so many things are going on in this university that if you just send an email about an opportunity, I don't think that's enough to reach out to students.
What do you do then?
We tried so many things. We tried social media, where we would post these opportunities on Insta stories of these student union pages, but the most effective, I think, which has been is just going to the classrooms. So
you all take pains to even go to the classroom?
Yes. Every semester we divide the classrooms between our team. We have a team of 5 people, and all of us will go and just talk to the students for just 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
We'll inform that faculty beforehand that listen, we might drop in your class for like 5 minutes.
So we have discussed about the the university level. So Professor Nishika, you have helped us in knowing about the opportunities for summer school and winter school. So apart from this, what are the other options a student can explore?
That ones are short-term programs in the summer and the winter, whereas there is another long-term mobility which is available to them, which is a semester-long mobility.
Okay.
So they can travel for 1 semester within their course.
And which semester does this opportunity is generally provided?
So because of NAP, that flexibility has increased, right? They're here for a longer time, and the courses are also designed in such a way. So we usually don't allow in the first year because they are very new to the system, and they will get accustomed to how universities work. But after first year, they can go in any semester.
So typically, how many semester exchange I, as a let's say BCom student, can go?
Currently, we allow, so because in the 3-year program, we only used to allow 1 semester, which is the second last semester of their course.
5th semester.
5th semester.
Okay.
So earlier there were only 1 mobility, but in this NAP, there is a possibility of going for multiple exchange. I think we will limit that to 2, given that you have to study the coursework here as well. But I think 1 definitely a lot of students should go for, because there are multiple options available.
So how can I proceed if I am a student and let's say viewers want to exercise this for their children? What is the process?
So first of all, I would say that just look at the opportunities available for that particular semester, which is communicated through you, through the emails.
Yeah, you mentioned you even walk down into the classes, right?
But you can get a gist of the opportunities on the website also. And there are two kinds of mobility options there. One is an exchange. The benefit of an exchange is that you pay the Jindal fees. You
Okay.
don't pay an international fees, which is very inflated, right? You pay the Jindal fees, but you don't pay the hostel fees for that year. You take care of the boarding wherever you're going.
Okay.
Right? So that's a great option, I think.
And that is
there's-
semester exchange.
That's called a semester exchange, and there are limited seats. There are not a lot of seats there. 1 or 2 seats per university.
Per university.
Yes.
So how do you decide who is going to get it? Is it on first come first basis, or is it some process you have?
No, it is a very systematic process for it.
Please help us in knowing that process.
So as I said, that we visit the classrooms and first we tell the students about this so that they can start talking to their parents about it. Then we give them a window of a week where they have to fill up the form at the end of the week. That form gives us this, all the opportunities.
So you take an expression of interest.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
From there, we look at, then we will vet the students on their marks. That's the most important.
So friends, you must be listening, huh? Money cannot buy everything.
Yes.
So you give your expression of interest, but at the same time, the vetting process is also there. So what do you vet basically?
So CGPAs are vetted for sure. Then we also look at if you have a disciplinary case or a UMC case.
See, what does that
UMC
mean?
is unfair means cases, which means if you've tried to cheat in exams or something, a UMC case can be filed against you.
So if I am a student and if I have a UMC, I
then
cannot
you're-
go.
No.
My
That's
application
a
is
strict
ruled out.
policy in our school that any person who has a disciplinary action or an unfair means case, we are not available.
Okay, that is vetting basically.
That's vetting.
Okay.
So you could score the best CGPA, but if you have any of these cases against you, you are not eligible for our opportunities.
Well, that's quite reasonable.
Yes.
Because you are representing the institution on a foreign soil, so you need to earn it. Am I right?
Yes. And apart from that, there are some universities which have additional requirements also, like they'll ask for an SOP or maybe an interview. So we do that also. If we feel that for a certain school there's multiple students applying, we do an interview also and we look at their CVs also, and then we decide a priority list for the students.
Okay, then you make a complete merit list sort of a thing on
Yeah.
your selection.
And then we offer this, it's offered based on the first priority. The students are supposed to get a consent form signed by their parents. So that we take very seriously, that the parents are well aware of what is happening, they are okay with it. We are more than happy to talk to the parents also. There are multiple occasions that I've met parents, either on call or they've come to the university to just discuss, because it's a big decision, right, for the parents to send their kids for a full semester to a completely foreign land. And we understand that that has a lot of things,
So if I may ask you, if any student would have gone abroad, either for a summer school or a winter school or a semester exchange, what as a teacher did you find a change in them when they returned? Did you notice any change?
Yes, definitely. Massive change, I would say. They are more. So I think I will take the liberty to say this, that students are very much they're too comfortable sometimes in their home countries. And I'm saying this with my own experience. When I was back home, we are in a more comfortable space here. Everything is sort of done for us. Food is cooked, food is ready, clothes clean and all of that. But if you go to a foreign country, you have to take care of these things on your own. Right? You have to ensure that you cook your own food.
Absolutely.
Laundry has to be done by you. Groceries have to be managed. All those things. So I think when students come back, I feel they look more responsible. Not only that, they are more visioned and they are more goal oriented. They start thinking about their futures more seriously. So I think that's a great change. I've seen multiple students.
Exactly. I cannot disagree on this fact that freedom comes with responsibility.
Yes.
So you are not just going to study some subjects, but you are learning a total new culture. You are learning how to be independent, responsible for taking your own decisions and taking the actions as well.
I think especially for a finance and entrepreneurship student, because simplest of things will be done differently in different countries. It's a great way to even get ideas that we can start some entrepreneurship idea from there and bring it here. So I think it's very essential for finance and business students to have some global perspective.
You are all, if I can say, motivating many that they must.
Yeah, at least one opportunity they should aim across
No,
their
you
time
are
here.
absolutely right.
Given that the number of opportunities that are available in this university, I think all of the students should aim at least to have one
Can you
pointer
tell
in
us
their
some
CV.
names, like you are saying many opportunities are available, some big names which are available to the students of banking and finance?
One of the really great names we have is University of Sydney on our list, which is not even like a small opportunity. It's a dual degree exchange with them.
There is a dual degree
Yes,
opportunity.
yes.
Okay.
So a dual degree opportunity works in a way. So far, whatever opportunities we have discussed, they are an option for the student to go outside and spend some time. But they don't earn any degree there. They're still doing our degree, right? But in a dual degree, you have the option to spend time there and get not only a degree from us, but also from that foreign university.
So there would be 2 bachelors in that case.
Yes.
And when can a student apply? Like you mentioned that semester exchange is typically after first year only,
Yeah.
right? So what is the time when this dual degree is offered?
So dual degree are also 2 kinds. One is the one you just mentioned, that you get another bachelor's. They usually work in the form of 2+2.
Okay.
So after their 2 years, they can spend the next 2 years there, and at the end of the 4 years, they get 1 bachelor's from us, 1 bachelor's from
And what about the tuition fees? How is that being taken care of?
Tuition fees is, so first 2 years, of course, you're here, but if you're spending the 3rd year there, you'll pay the 50% of your tuition fee back to Jindal.
Okay. So
Because
you have to
you're
bear
getting
your fees of that university and you have to pay 50%
Yes,
to JGU.
Yes, because this university has arranged this option for you. Also, we will be processing your credits back here.
Okay, so there is a
that's
work which is involved.
Yes, and the
Right.
degree will be awarded eventually based on mapping those credits. So, back
But
here.
I feel if I take it in other way, if I am studying for 2 years in India, I am saving a lot of money of my parents.
Definitely.
And then I may go to University of Sydney, because typically studying in Australia would be around 40-50 lakhs per annum.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
So if I am studying for 2 years in India and as against 1 CR or let's say 80 lakhs, if I am just pay 20 lakhs
Yeah.
in India,
Yeah.
still I have
You've also
saved 80 lakhs.
finishing one or 2 years of that university back
Yes.
home, and you're saving on that money a lot.
Friends,
because-
this is a very important concept which I have recently learned from Professor Nishika, that look, these study abroad dual degree opportunities are financially very worthy for us. We are studying for 2 years over here, saving a lot of money for those 2 years because we are only paying for the fees of JGU, and then eventually after 2 years we are moving to the foreign partner and we are getting 1 bachelor's from there and we are getting 1 bachelor's from here as well. Thank you, Professor Nishika. This is quite insightful.
Another advantage of that 2 years, just to add, because you're talking about the benefits, you also get the post-study work right visa in Australia. So all dual degrees are arranged with this intention that you get a post-study work right visa in that foreign university.
What advice would you want to give to your students if somebody is hesitant in choosing these study abroad opportunities?
I understand the hesitation because it's a very different, you're away from your friends and family, your parents. But I also feel that once you've joined a degree, you've joined with a certain aim, right? Either you want to be a investment banker, you want to be a financial consultant, you want to start your own business. Anything great you want to do, you should know what is happening outside, your closed environment. And that's beautifully captured if you just spend some time outside. It's not only just spending the time outside, but also talking to people from all nationalities. And that brings a whole new perspective in your life. And especially for finance students, I feel, for example, the students study here income tax, right? But they are mostly studying Indian tax laws. But let's say you study income tax at a foreign university also. It will be so great to compare these two things and understand why the laws here are in this way and the laws there are in that way. I think all that together will be really great for students to overall decide what they want to do in their life.
That's very important, friends, because the world is changing, the globe is becoming smaller and smaller in terms of mobility, and we all have to look beyond the normal lenses. And that can only happen if you meet people with diversified education background, geographical background. You learn something new daily, and therefore I personally now am totally sold out that this study abroad opportunity should not be missed. And to start with, I totally agree with Professor Nishika that you must know about these opportunities, because if so many emails are coming, you cannot afford to miss an opportunity and then later on regret that I lost on it. Therefore, keep checking your emails, keep attending all those seminars or webinars what the professors are doing, and then talk to them, discuss with them ki ma'am, I am planning to go for this particular kind of a specialization, which study abroad opportunity, whether a dual degree or a semester exchange, will help me. Because don't get carried away with the location. I have often seen students getting more carried away with US and UK. I say choose a college first, choose your specialization, figure out about the faculty, check for everything, and then make an informed decision. And you have such great professors who have themselves been abroad and who are ready to even connect with your parents if they have anything. So I think no more effort better than this can be expected in today's world. And thank you, Professor Nishika, once again.
Thank you.
You are doing a marvelous job, I must say, and your students are blessed to have faculty members like you.
Thank you.
Students, if in case you wish to connect, I think Professor Nishika is already on LinkedIn as well. If you have any queries further to know more about the study abroad opportunities which are offered at the Jindal School of Banking and Finance, please do not hesitate, reach out to her, and I am pretty sure she will surely guide you for the best. Thank you, and keep awaiting for the next episode. Something new, something exciting is surely coming up in your way. Subscribe to the official Instagram channel and the official LinkedIn page of Jindal School of Banking and Finance, and have a happy journey ahead. Thank you.